top of it, top of it, top of it. It's your boy Coach One Stack at it again, y'all. Dropping you some news you can use, Hope everybody's having a beautiful day. And I figured I'd drop y'all a little video before I'm off to the gym to get these guns right, get them nice and tight, get that nice pre-Christmas workout so I can be getting all nice and swole, saying like the rest of y'all wait till the end of the year. But this video right here, I really had to make this video as soon as possible. I couldn't wait to make this video, and stay to the end because it's going to be a whole lot of game about a huge epidemic that's going on in this country, United States right now, that's affecting a whole lot of y'all, and that is this fentanyl stuff. The whole fentanyl crisis. You dig what I'm saying? See, day to day, man, we have so many fentanyl overdoses. So I think it's only fair that, first of all, since a lot of you guys are uneducated about fentanyl and its origin and, what it is used for, how it originated, I figured it's my job to give you some game so you're not here looking lame because, man, doing drugs just ain't the same. Bars. So let's get on fentanyl for a minute, man. Let me give y'all a little history on fentanyl. First of all, as you know, the government, when they learn how to make something, right, a substance, and tax it, as they did marijuana at one time, it becomes legal because they can make their money off of it. Well, fentanyl was produced a long time ago, in the medical field, right, for medical uses, right? Because myself, I have a stent in my heart, and when they went to put a stent in my heart, they went right through my wrist and they gave me some fentanyl. And I'm here to tell you, that stuff is so strong that when they gave me that fentanyl, even though I was awake during the procedure, I thought I saw my daughter walking around in the room, and she wasn't. That stuff had me just up here like a kite. You dig what I'm saying? So everything that's good always has its negative uses as well, is what I'm trying to tell you. And when that fentanyl hit, yeah, the government knows, the people know that it has its good purposes, but everything is used for bad purposes as well. Just like anything else in the world, be it your taxes, be it claiming kids on your taxes, the IRS, whatever. Everything has some type of loophole. Everything has its good and bad, even working out and eating right. So when the fentanyl crisis, that started off in California. Let me give y'all some game. And I'm going to tell you why it started off in California and where it came from in California. I'm going to tell you where it came from in California and why it came to California. In Mexico, right, you already know that the most dominant substance was that Griselda Blanco. Well, some people, man, down there, they felt that, hey, man, we could take this fentanyl and we could mix this with other substances and we can make some money. So let me give you guys a little game here, man. For those of y'all who ain't got no passport and y'all these local people and you don't ever go nowhere, well, hey, man, sometimes you got to leave the country. Well, if you leave the country and you go down to Tijuana, where most of this stuff originated from, you will notice down in Tijuana first, this is where they start having the pressed pills at, right? Y'all know which pills I'm talking about. Them nice 30 milligram Roxys that y'all like to pop. The ones that's fake, the one that's deleting everybody. The ones that's putting you out of here. As high as a giraffe's vagina. Can you dig what I'm saying? It started off down there, man. And so they started making the fake pills. And so people who couldn't afford the stuff here, paying $25, $30 a pill, and I don't even know if I should be telling y'all this because I don't want to get banned and I don't want to be, flagged for trying to promote no illegal substances. Man, you could walk right down to Mexico, walk right inside of a pharmacy and tell them, hey, excuse me, could you give me 10 of those blue Roxy pills, please? And they are going to be the ones that are cut with fentanyl and only cost $5. So now, if y'all ain't caught on by now, let's start doing some math here. We can go to Mexico and we can get this stuff. We can go to Mexico and we can get this stuff for $5 a pill. Or when you come to America, you're paying $25, $35, some places even $45, depending on what you need, sometimes even more. So what they started doing down in Mexico and everything going through California, they started cutting the opiates with all the fentanyl because they were cheaper. But at first, they weren't deleting anybody. And they're also cutting the Xanax bars with the fentanyl at this time. See, guys, at this time, they wasn't cutting that Griselda Blanco with the fentanyl. See, this was just a test phase. And why was this popular in California? I'm going to tell you why, so it makes sense. The price of medication here in America is so high, people can't afford it. But they can go on the street, right, and see one of these Mexican vendors and get them, a fentanyl, whatever, for way cheaper prices. So it became popular. So as it became popular, of course, everything starts off in California. It's going to spread throughout the whole United States because it's cheap and it gets you where you need to get at a very high rate. But the thing is, man, that stuff is so dangerous. This is the thing that you don't understand. This stuff is so dangerous. You can lick this little pinky right here like this. Look. Stick it in some fentanyl, and that is enough to soak inside of your skin and delete you, first and foremost. See, I want a lot of y'all to understand this video, man, and listen to it, especially a lot of y'all young, dumb people, because for some reason, y'all younger generation, it's popular with y'all to be high. I don't know where this comes from, man. I'm 48 years old, and in our day, man, it was all about the greenery. Man, you would be embarrassed to tell anybody that you was playing with some Griselda Blanco, some hard, some soft, or whatever. These things were taboo. You didn't even talk about these things. But now, especially y'all younger generation, you guys are so foolish. You guys enjoy being high. You guys enjoy making rap music about it. You enjoy doing it with your friends. You enjoy it. But what you're doing, you're playing a dangerous game because you don't even know where this stuff originated from. Let me give you some more facts, Jack, so you're not here looking whack. Bars. Fentanyl is 1,000 times stronger than morphine. Okay? Are you feeling me now? Fentanyl is not 100, but 1,000 times stronger than morphine. So you see how strong morphine is, right? So it only takes this much fentanyl, you dig what I'm saying, to really get you where you need to go. That's why it's so dangerous. So now, even with this epidemic, and it's constantly deleting people each and every day, a lot of you guys try to beat the system. See, people ask me all the time, they're like, Coach, what's that? I don't understand why, fentanyl is deleting people. And then people are running towards it to get more of it. I said, well, it's simple, man. Because if you've never been a street dude and you ain't never dabbled and dabbled in other places, you don't realize that when something is so strong, right, that it deletes people, that makes your business go through the roof. It makes people run to you. And why is that? Because they figure what you have is strong. And like anybody else, people are always trying to beat the system. See, even though they know that last person took that fentanyl pill and he did not make it, like Rich Homie Quan, and like the same thing that's going to happen to Kodak Black and a whole bunch of people each and every day in this country. See, they figure, you know what? I'm just going to take a little bit. See, I'm just going to take a little bit of the pill and I'm going to be okay. See, why? Because when you are a drug user, you want the most for your money. See, me, I'm a greenery smoker. So of course I want the best for my money. And best believe I get the best for my money. It's the same thing if you are on any other narcotic. You want the best for your money. You want what's strongest for your money. So it will last you longer. This is why a lot of these people are popping fentanyl. So now, you have your fentanyl pill here, right? And so you figure, hey, he took a half of one and he gone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break my pill up into 4 pieces. And I'm going to take it like that. That way it'll last me and it ain't going to happen to me what happened to him. But see, that's where you're not smart at and you can't do your math. You have to understand, guys, when it comes to that fentanyl, it's not measured when they put it in there. So when you do bust that pill into 4 pieces, you don't know which piece has the most fentanyl in it, because it is not covered by the FDA. It is not regulated. It is not made in a laboratory to where things are evenly distributed throughout that pill. And we're just talking about pills. Let me press pause real quick and tell some of y'all, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, love the content, pass it on, because I'm finna give you some more game. Stick around to the end of the video. And for those of you drug users out here, man, who are using PCP, that water, that wet, they cutting it with fentanyl. For those of y'all, man, who like to powder your nose, you already know they cutting that with fentanyl. For those of y'all who like to mess with that hard and play a little hardball, they cutting it with fentanyl. Some of you guys who smoke that cheap 420, they're dusting it with fentanyl to make it stronger. Some of y'all that like to mess with that methamphetamine, that methamphetamine that make you lose your inhibitions and make you go start sleeping with a bunch of men, the #1 drug linked to people catching HIV, they're cutting it with fentanyl. Anything that I can name, they are cutting it with fentanyl. So what does that tell you? It is not smart to be a drug user. These drugs, you should not be using any types of drugs. Now, back to the fentanyl crisis, y'all. Because, man, this video, it has been a long time coming, man, and it's well needed. So now, people have their fentanyl. Now people are starting to take their fentanyl. And they notice that, man, I kind of like this. You know what? I'm getting more for my money. You know what? This fentanyl is pretty strong. Now you're developing, you're developing your addiction. You're developing a tolerance to your fentanyl. So now the people, no, they don't want the pills that are cut with the fentanyl anymore. They just want the fentanyl itself, which is a super dangerous game, because now you went from something this big to having a habit that's full blown. Guys, it's full blown. And the thing is, you always think that you can beat the system. I'm just going to take a little bit. But guys, let me explain something to you. We didn't know that it was a shoe called Nike until they first made it. You did not know there was a thing called social media until somebody named it. You didn't know there was a such thing called a refrigerator until somebody made it. What am I saying? It is a first time for everything. And a lot of y'all clowns ain't out here understanding that, hey man, until a lot of y'all are gonna keep getting deleted from having this fentanyl habit, from asking for this fentanyl. You dig what I'm saying? Because it has to be a first time for everything. Don't you understand that? It has to be a first time for you to overdose. It has to be a first time for you to start foaming at the mouth and shaking on the ground like a fish. But even though a lot of you guys still have these overdoses and they hit you with that good Narcan to get you back to your senses, what do? You still go out and you seek the fentanyl. See, I don't understand here. And I'm not being judgmental to anybody. Believe you me, I'm not being judgmental. I don't understand why, if you notice that something is going to delete you and it's already almost deleted you to the point to where you are having overdoses, why would you want to keep taking something like that keeps taking you down that road? I don't know, man. Because see, I was always told that if you do something once, it's a good chance that it probably was a mistake and that it probably will never happen again. But it's said, especially in the book, The Alchemist, that if something happens twice, then it's a good chance that it's gonna keep happening 3 or more times for the rest of your life. But you guys keep doing this. So I don't understand why with watching the news and being around your people each and every day and watching what this fentanyl does to you, you guys keep doing it. So now this part of the video is gonna get a little controversial. I'm gonna put a trigger warning on this part of the video. I'm not, and this is for learning purposes only. This is not for you to be out here experimenting or none of this stuff. Let me explain something to you super smart drug users. If you're gonna be out here using these illegal substances, know what you're using. Know what you're using. I had to talk with one of my good friends today. Know what you're using. For those of y'all who are around here using that Griselda Blanco, let me explain something to you, okay? Look at me real close. For those of you who are here using Griselda Blanco, it doesn't come in powder. Griselda Blanco comes in a rock, and you have to chip it off. Don't ask me how I know, because I'm not going to answer that. But for those of y'all who are using that Griselda Blanco, which most of the time people are overdosing on that in these pills, it don't come in powder. Can you understand what I'm saying? It should never be powder. It should come in a rock. It should be hard. If it comes in a powder, that means that it is something in it other than what you are paying for. Can I get an amen? I shouldn't even be telling y'all this, man. Can you dig it? I don't have to get on the pills. You already know. Those little blue pills y'all like to take, hey, man, they should be baby blue. But would they have that hint of white in them? They had that little hint of white in them? Guess what? You're dealing with something with some fentanyl in it. For those of y'all who like to take Xanny bars, especially the little footballs, the little blue ones, they are making those out of fentanyl. See, I'm giving up way too much game, man. So y'all ain't out here looking lame. I'm trying to help save some of y'all lives, because some of you, man, if you're going to put something in your body, at least know what you're putting inside of there. And it's crazy to me, man, how so many people, like I said, I'm a 420 smoker, and I smoke the best. And I know exactly what I'm putting in my body. But most 420 smokers don't even know what they're smoking. They don't know the difference between an indica, a sativa, a hybrid. They don't know if it's indica dominant, sativa dominant, etc., 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 or if it's stress. They just know that it's something green that they put in their body. They don't know that if it's outdoor, indoor greenhouse, hydroponics, OG, and OG don't stand for original gangster. OG for y'all greeneries, that stands for ocean grown. So let me start educating y'all, man. Because some of y'all make yourself look real stupid putting stuff in your body you don't know what it is. Now back to the fentanyl crisis that's going on. How many people have to be deleted off this planet? How many people have to be deleted off this planet? How many people do you know that have to be deleted for you to understand that you cannot win this game against fentanyl? You cannot win this fight against fentanyl. You're not going to win. If you just happen to get away with it once or twice, consider yourself lucky, because at the end of the day, when it's your turn, you're going to go. You're going to be foaming at the mouth. You're going to be flopping around on the ground like a fish, like more than a few people do each and every day. But still in all, this is what you asked for. So now, I was always told if you keep repeating the same behavior, either you're deaf, dumb, or stupid. So for those of y'all who keep doing it, tell me which one you are. Because the thing is, man, I've been to a whole lot of funerals. I'm tired of going to funerals. I don't have no money to pitch in on nobody's funeral because you was using fentanyl. For those of y'all that are using fentanyl, matter of fact, I'm finna put a public service announcement out here right now. And I really do mean this. If you have a fentanyl problem, what I want you to do, I want you to inbox me. I want you to leave me a message after this post, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some insurance out on you so that when you delete yourself, I'm going to be a rich man. I'm going to be the bearer of your insurance policy. I'm going to be the payee of your insurance policy, because you're going to be out of here like a home run in like 2024. Can you dig? So ask yourself, is that fentanyl? Is that little piece of, fake pleasure enough for you to lose your life, your family, be away from the people you love, spend the rest of your life in prison? Because I would say that being deleted is not the worst thing that could happen. The worst thing that can happen is spending the rest of your life in prison away from your family. But hey, man, what do I know? I'm just Coach One Stack. But hey, y'all, I just wanted to drop y'all some news you can use before I head out to this gym and keep that body looking right and tight, man, so I can tap your girl back out all night. You dig what I'm saying? Bars. Leave the fentanyl alone. Leave the drugs alone. Just say no to drugs. And if you, like I said, if you have a fentanyl problem, man, tap in with your boy, man. We can talk about getting some help. And I definitely don't mind getting some insurance on some of y'all, because you're definitely going to be up out of here like last year. And it might make me a rich man. Who knows? But other than that, become the best version of yourself by dropping the vices and the devices, because guess what? Everything you do affects other people. It doesn't just affect your life. It affects the people that are closest to you. So have a beautiful day, man. Build your esteem of self through thinking and not drinking, and have a beautiful day, and leave the fentanyl alone. Matter of fact, put all the drugs down and pick up God. Can you dig it? Amen. Have a blessed day.